Welcome back. Now we are going to see another feature of flashback row level, that is flashback version query. If you want to find out all the changes on particular row, then you can use flashback version query. The output of a flashback version query is unlike the output of your typical select statement. Oracle will provide you with values for a set of pseudo columns for each row version. These pseudo-columns provide metadata about the various row versions, including the type of operation, the begin and end time of the transaction, and so on. These pseudo-columns tell you exactly when a row was modified and what was done to the row at that time. So first, here I need to perform some DML operation on a particular row. So there is an example, select star from employee. Here I can see this is the data in my employees table. So now I am going to perform update on a particular ID, that is on 20. So here update emp set name is equal to xyz, where ID is equal to 20. Now I fire a commit command. Now if I say select star from emp where ID is equal to 20, so my current value is xyz. Now again I am going to change this value ABC, where ID is equal to 20, and then again I fire a commit command. So the first value was B, the second value was XYZ, and the new value is ABC. Again I am going to perform some update AAA, where ID is equal to 20. Now again commit. So here I made 3 changes on a particular row, that is 20. Now I want to see all the changes. So using version query, flashback version query, I can see all the changes in my table emp id 20. So here I have written a query version.sql. Sorry. Now first is select version xid. Now version xid, this is the pseudo column, displays the unique transaction identifier of the transaction that resulted in this row version. So this is my version ID. And second column is version start scn. Now version start scn, this is the pseudo column, tell you the scn and the timestamp when this particular row was first created. And then this is my version end scn. Now version end scn column values, it is a pseudo column that tell you when this particular row was expired. Now if this column contains the null value, it means that the row is either current or that has been deleted. Now the next column is my version operation. Now this pseudo column provides you with information about the type of DML activity that was performed on a particular row. So this column has 3 possible values, I, D and U. I represents insert, D for delete operation and U for update operation. And here I am going to select the name. Name exists the column in the employee table, and this is the version between scn min value and max value. Now min value and max value are resolved to the timestamp or the scn of the oldest and the most recent data that is available in the database respectively. So I want to see the total changes on a particular ID 20. Here is the output. of this statement. Now here I can see that my latest value is AAA. Now here this is the transaction ID. So first this ID has been inserted. So on that time, that is the start SCN and then the end SCN. So after that I updated XYZ, then updated ABC, and then again updated AAA. So now end SCN is nothing. It means this is my current value. If I see select name from EMP where ID is equal to 20. So this is my current value. Now if I delete this data, delete from EMP where ID is equal to 20, and I fire the commit command. Again if I run this query, then here I can see that after update delete for delete, and there is null value. Now my row is deleted. So in this way I can see all the operation which I have performed on the ID 20. So using flashback version query we can see all the versions which has happened in particular row.